Good evening. Good evening. It's Michelle Thompson with Resistant Vision Coaching and Consulting. And I'm narrowing in a little bit this week on tapping for when the world is on fire. I've been doing these videos for, I don't know, weeks now, not necessarily every week, but I started doing it during the election in the United States last year. And wow, it's been a really long, I don't even know. It's been crazy, right? Um, we have seen the large law firm of Paul Weiss succumb to the president's demands of pro bono legal assistance for him and his administration. It's extortion, people. And I think it's a tough time to be lawyering in this particular country. And for those of us who decide to do it, hats off. And I'm not going to leave it there. I think it's important for us to get in our bodies, see what we need, um, and to calm our nervous systems as much as possible so we can find the paths forward, not just for ourselves and our clients, but for the society we'd rather live in as opposed to us. So this particular tapping video is for you. It's for you. So what is emotional freedom techniques or tapping? It is it's a wait, wait. It's a method of calming our nervous systems. What we're doing is we're tapping on acupuncture points on the head, forehead, torso, and hands, as you can see. Um, and when we do that, we are speaking, if you will, to the amygdala, which is a small pea-sized part of the brain that keeps us in fight, flight, or freeze. And we're telling the amygdala, they're there now. You're okay. We're okay right now. And it brings us a lot of calm as a result. And yeah, we're in a time where we need more calm, right? So we can think about what to do. I'm gonna turn off the notifications on my phone. Okay. So you don't have to know anything about this. Just follow me. Take full responsibility for what we're doing here. If the words don't work with that I'm using, please change them to words that do. That's fine. I'm not offended. Even if you were in the room, I would not be offended and I would follow your lead. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, this is not to be used in the place of any medical or psychiatric support. It's a wonderful addition to that support, but it is definitely not meant to take that place. So I want you to remember that as we go ahead. All right, so first of all, before we start, I want you to just take a deep breath in. Hand exhale. And rate the level of distress that you feel between a 0 and a 10. 0 is none at all. 10 is like, please peel me off the ceiling. And I'm coming in at about a 4. That's my level of distress. And we're going to keep track of this number as we tap along with each other, because that's a way that we can see whether or not we're improving or things are getting worse. Okay, with that done, let's tap. Just follow me. That's all you need to do. Inside of the hand, even though, and you can repeat the words after me. You don't have to repeat the locations. So even though all the things he's extorting law firms. And I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to practice in this environment. I'm just tapping on it. And I'm okay right here, right now. Still tapping on the side of the hand, even though all the things. He's extorting law firms. And I'm not sure how I'm supposed to practice in this environment. I'm just tapping on it. And I'm okay right here, right now. Still on the side of the hand, even though all the things. A law firm caved. A huge one. I don't know how I'm supposed to practice in this environment. I'm just tapping on it and I'm okay right here, right now. Top of the head. How am I supposed to practice? Tapping on the eyebrows. How am I supposed to practice? Tapping on the sides of the eye. How am I supposed to practice? Tapping underneath the eyes. How am I supposed to practice? Tapping above the lip. How on earth am I supposed to practice? Tapping above the chin. How am I supposed to practice? Tapping on the collarbones. How am I supposed to practice? Tapping underneath the arm. How am I supposed to practice? Ooh, tapping like on the top of the head. How am I supposed to practice? Take a deep breath in and exhale. And I want you to rate how much distress you feel from 0 to 10. 0 being none, 10 being please peel me off the ceiling yesterday. And right now, I have to say I'm at a 2. So we're improving in my case. I hope you are too. If you find yourself yawning or laughing or maybe light crying or something like that, that's fine. That's totally normal. It's a sign that the energy in your body is moving, and that's what you want. Okay, let me get my extra yawning. Let's do it again, even though, oh my gosh, Paul Weiss caved. How am I supposed to practice in this environment? Feel free with I do and fill in what it is you do. I'm just tapping on it, and I'm okay right here, right now. So tapping on the side of the hand, even though Paul Weiss caved. Oh, how am I supposed to practice in this environment? I do. Fill in the blank. I'm just tapping on it, and I'm okay right here, right now. Still tapping on the side of the hand, even though Paul Weiss caved. How is anyone supposed to practice in this environment? I'm just tapping on it. Because I do. Fill in the blank. And I'm okay right here, right now. Ooh, tapping on the top of the head. Paul Weiss caved. Eyebrows. I don't necessarily practice in those circumstances. Sides of the eye. Paul Weiss caved. Under the eye. Paul Weiss caved. Ooh. Above the lip. Paul Weiss caved. Above the chin. Paul Weiss caved. On the collarbones. Paul Weiss caved. Underneath the arm. Paul Weiss caved. Back to the top of the head. Paul Weiss caved. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I just want to, I could feel my shoulders drop. It's like, okay, I feel like the stress is kind of leaving my body. I'm at about a 1 now. So to go ahead and assess where you are in terms of the distress you feel between a 0 and a 10, 0 being none, 10 being please peel me off the wall. And we're going to do one more round here. So tapping on the side of the hand. Even though Paul Weiss caved. How am I supposed to practice law under these circumstances? I do. And I'm just tapping on it and open to the possibility that this can shift. On the side of the hand, even though Paul Weiss caved. How am I supposed to practice law under these circumstances? I do. Fill in the blank. I'm just tapping on it and open to the possibility that I'm okay right here, right now. And still on the side of the hand. Even though Paul Weiss caved. How am I supposed to practice law under these circumstances? I do. Fill in the blank. I'm just tapping on it and open to the possibility that I'm okay right here, right now. Tapping on the top of the head. Paul Weiss caved. Tapping on the eyebrows. Paul Weiss caved. Tapping on the sides of the eye. Paul Weiss caved. Underneath the eyes. Paul Weiss caved. Above the lip. Paul Weiss caved. Above the chin. Paul Weiss caved. on the collarbones. Paul Weiss caved. Underneath the arm, Paul Weiss caved. Back to the top of the head. Paul Weiss caved. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Okay. Go ahead and see where you're at between a 0 and a 10. 0 meaning you have no distress at all. 10 means peeling me off the ceiling. I think I'm at a 0, which is lovely. Um, we didn't do a lot. We didn't even get specific about particular things that might be impacting you. And I think you could already see the difference that it might make. So here's my ask. Like and follow like the video, follow me on YouTube, resistant_vision. And if you know someone who could use this, if you know a lawyer who is up against it right now, go ahead and share this with them. And I want to do a call out to big law, to the big firms. And I know y'all are having a hard time unifying with each other and speaking with one big voice, and you're probably just terrified at this moment, amongst other things. I am happy to come into your firm and like set up some tapping for everyone because it's really hard to do the work that you do with while being in flight or freeze. And life and big law firms are hard enough as it is. We don't need this hanging over us, and we can kind of get back in our body, get back and being centered, and move on. And if you are at Paul Weiss, I'd be happy to talk to you too, because I know at its core, you must be afraid. I know that you're afraid of losing the firm. So let's talk about actually settling your nervous systems and seeing if there's another way forward. Whew, well, love you all much. And oh, the other thing I want to add is I'm this close to getting my license back. So um, if you want me at your firm and you want to turn it into a continuing legal education, that's fine. Let's do it. It's on. We can make that happen. Okay. Sending you all so much love and blessings.